the night sky. Is there anything more breathtaking yet bewildering? When you gaze at it, where does it take you? Are you overwhelmed by what appears to be an unending void? Or do you aspire to live among the stars? We wonder who we are within this vast universe, and why we feel so connected to it. Maybe our connection is simply the longing to get closer to the one who created it all. For when God created the heavens and the earth, He gave us a place to behold, to love, and to explore, even to the deepest regions of space. Since creation, people have used the rising and setting of the sun, phases of the moon, and position of the stars to track time. For thousands of years, people have imagined pictures in the stars. These pictures are constellations that allow us to map the sky. To the north, we see Ursa Minor, Ursa Major, and Andromeda. Ursa Minor contains Polaris, the North Star, trusted to guide sailors for centuries. In the book of Genesis, God said, "Let there be lights in the expanse of the heavens to separate the day from the night, and let them be for signs and for seasons, and for days and for years." One of those great lights is the sun. The sun rules the day. As a main sequence star, it fuses hydrogen atoms to form helium atoms in its core. As its hydrogen burns, the sun sends out more energy every second than 1 billion cities would use in a year. Its light fuels plant growth that feeds Earth's creatures great and small. With its temperature and brightness resembling that of other similar-sized stars, it can easily be dismissed as average. But even secular scientists acknowledge the sun is truly special in its own right. While other stars have superflares that release deadly radiation, our sun's flares are mild. Our sun, along with Earth's protective atmosphere and magnetosphere, work together to protect us from dangerous radiation from space, strengthening the thought that God's great creation was truly made for us. Then there's the moon, ruler of the night, reflecting sunlight to create a soft glow in the midst of darkness. Its size and orbit help stabilize Earth's season-giving tilt, allowing Earth's climate to avoid dangerous variations. The moon's gravity also causes tides that prevent our oceans from stagnating. Even more amazing is how the moon and the sun are the right size and distance from each other to create perfect solar eclipses. Many scientists claim the moon developed by accident. But could chance really produce the prime conditions that support life on Earth? We can easily see that without the moon and the stabilizing effects of other planets within our solar system, the world would not be the beautiful place it is for us. It's a system that works perfectly according to God's plan. And thanks to inventions like the Hubble telescope and space probes, we know more about our solar system's planets and their design than ever before. Mercury, the closest to the Sun. Venus, with its backward spin. Earth, our beautiful home. Mars, the red planet. Jupiter and its violent storms. Saturn, known for its delicate rings. Uranus, rolling sideways as it orbits around the Sun. Neptune, a sky-blue gas giant. And Pluto, the icy dwarf planet. For much of our history, humans thought our solar system was the only one of its kind. But in the 20th century, astronomers realized our solar system is just one small part of the universe, and many other stars have planets orbiting them. So, just how big is our universe? Roughly 550,000 billion miles across, if not more. We cannot truly detect how vast it is. To measure distances from Earth, we use astronomical units, light years and parsecs. 1 astronomical unit, or AU, equals 93 million miles, which is the same distance from our Earth to the Sun. 1 light year is nearly 6 trillion miles. 1 parsec is 19 trillion miles. And within this vast universe, you are here, in the Milky Way galaxy. When galaxies bind together, they form clusters. Our local group contains at least 80 galaxies, including Andromeda. At 2.5 million light-years away, it's our closest neighboring major galaxy. This local group is among around 100,000 other galaxies in the Laniakea supercluster, some 520 million light-years wide. The Laniakea supercluster is just one of roughly 10 million superclusters within the whole observable universe. But back here on Earth, when we look up, our eyes can see the stunning Milky Way galaxy, among a few others. Galaxies come in a variety of shapes and sizes. Astronomers believe there are at least 2 trillion galaxies in just the part of the universe we can see. Ours is even said to contain around 3 billion stars and perhaps as many planets. Our solar system is in the minor Orion arm of the Milky Way and 1/2 of the distance away from the galactic center. This ideal location protects us from dangerous radiation. It also gives us a fantastic view of the universe. Surrounding our galaxy are nearly 200 beautiful star collections. These globular clusters of stars orbit the centers of galaxies. Some scientists believe globular clusters are among the most ancient objects in the universe. But they were surprised that these clusters contain many neutron stars and black holes, as they should have been ejected from the clusters after billions of years. This is an indication that these clusters are much younger than many people think. Our next nearest major galaxy is the spiral Andromeda. Located in the Andromeda constellation, it contains around 1 trillion stars, more than 3 times the number of our own Milky Way galaxy. Its beautiful arching arms are said to be billions of years old. This galaxy is slowly rotating, but if we look closer, we see its inner stars rotating faster than its outer ones. This would cause the winding of the spiral arms to become noticeably tighter in hundreds of millions of years. Eventually, the spiral structure would be completely obliterated. This means that spiral galaxies, like Andromeda, must be much younger than claimed. Secular scientists have long worked on a theory that could allow these galaxies to keep their spirals for billions of years. But even they admit their models have major problems. But not all galaxies are spirals. Elliptical galaxies are football-shaped, while irregular galaxies show no recognizable shape or structure at all. The Magellanic Clouds are two irregular galaxies that orbit our Milky Way and can also be seen from the Earth's southern hemisphere. Another galaxy, Messier Object 104, falls somewhere between an elliptical and a spiral. It's known as the Sombrero Galaxy due to its bright nucleus and flat disk. At the center of nearly every large galaxy sits a supermassive black hole, one of the most mysterious objects in our universe. Here, gravity is so strong, nothing can escape its pull, not even light. Nearby matter can spiral in, forming a rotating disk of hot gas. Sometimes, powerful jets accelerate particles away from the disk at almost the speed of light. At the core of our galaxy sits the supermassive black hole Sagittarius A star. Watch how it pulls on nearby stars. When one star gets too close, it's torn apart. Thankfully for us, God placed these supermassive black holes at a safe distance from Earth. In 2019, a global team of scientists affiliated with the Event Horizon Telescope project captured the first ever photo of the shadow of a black hole at the center of a nearby galaxy. Some scientists believe the universe and all its stars and galaxies were formed billions of years ago by way of the Big Bang. However, these scientists contradict their own statements about the ultimate origin of matter, energy, time, and space. Some have even found objects older than the time elapsed since the Big Bang. And even today, scientists admit that 95% of the universe's composition is still unknown. Even they admit they don't even know what it's made of. In fact, the Big Bang model has been adjusted multiple times to fix its contradictions with new discoveries. Faced with the Big Bang theory having its own problems, secular scientists have proposed a solution called inflation theory, a period of extremely rapid exponential expansion of the universe during its first few moments. But there is zero evidence for inflation. The theory actually causes so many problems for Big Bang theorists that many criticize it. Yet somehow through chaos comes great order, like accidentally spilling paint and having it create the Mona Lisa. This once again reminds us that when we look at our universe, we see the divine work of an omnipotent and caring God who created it in a 6-day process. And on the first day when God said, "Let there be light," there was light. Then, on day 4 of Creation Week, God created the stars. And we get to witness their dazzling display in the heavens above every night. Let's return to the constellation Ursa Minor. Within Ursa Minor, we'll find a smaller collection of stars. There it is, the Little Dipper. At the very end of its handle sits Polaris, the North Star, a yellow supergiant with mass greater than our Sun. During the winter months, Orion, the Hunter, finally rises high enough for us to see it. This well-known constellation, with its 3 bright blue stars, can be seen in both hemispheres and was even mentioned in the Bible. The Pleiades, mentioned in Job, are often called the 7 Sisters. They are among the closest star clusters to Earth and can easily be seen with the naked eye. the star cluster is actually made up of over 1,000 stars, some of them hot blue. Because blue stars consume their fuel much faster than other stars and could only last a few million years by evolutionary reckoning, their presence indicates that the universe is young. If the universe were 13.8 billion years old, blue stars should have exploded a long time ago. Evolutionists propose that new stars are still forming to replace them. But most star formation scenarios require at least one generation of stars to already exist. Others depend upon hypothetical entities to generate stars. We know from the book of Genesis, when God created the sun and the moon on day 4, He also created the stars, which only strengthens why man has yet to see one form. A star is mostly made up of lighter elements like hydrogen and helium, but also contains heavier elements like carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, and iron. As the star burns by way of nuclear fusion, it shines brightly. When a high-mass star's fuel runs out, it self-destructs, creating a powerful explosion called a supernova, leaving behind its stellar core and debris. Found in the shoulder of Orion, the red supergiant Betelgeuse is one of the brightest stars in the night sky. If it were placed in the center of our solar system, Betelgeuse would engulf Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, and possibly Jupiter. Betelgeuse races through space at around 67,000 miles per hour. We call it a runaway star. Rigel is another star found in Orion. This massive blue supergiant has strong stellar winds that cause it to lose mass 10 million times quicker than our Sun. Due to Rigel's size and brightness, scientists expect it to one day end in a stunning supernova. If you look closely on a clear night, you might see the Hubble telescope orbiting Earth. It allows us to peer deeper into the heavens than we ever have before, and its images are breathtaking. This small patch of sky appears to be empty. Even so, in 1995, the Hubble spent 10 days taking pictures of it. The results stunned scientists and forever changed our view of the cosmos. In this supposedly empty patch of sky, Hubble photographed almost 3,000 galaxies never seen before. And like as a host of heaven cannot be numbered, and the sands of the sea cannot be measured, we can never truly know how many galaxies exist in our universe. Still, almost 20 years later, Hubble tried again. Over 11 days, the Space Telescope focused on another small region of the heavens and has discovered thousands of new galaxies of various sizes, shapes, and colors. Each of these galaxies has billions or even trillions of stars, and planets orbit many of them. Planets that orbit a star outside our solar system are called exoplanets. These planets are excellent examples of how the unexpected can be extraordinary. With every new discovery, space constantly challenges traditional science and secular theories of planet formation. NASA and many other institutions are trying to determine if any of these exoplanets are suitable for life like Earth. As you've seen, through all of man's countless explorations and discoveries throughout the universe, we have witnessed God's incredible handiwork. we can't help but wonder what else God has hidden for us to find. One exoplanet, called Kepler 16b, has an interesting orbit. As if emerging from a science fiction movie, this exoplanet orbits two stars. If you were standing on the planet's surface, you would see two sunrises and two sunsets. The closest exoplanet to Earth is Proxima Centauri b, located in the constellation Centaurus. Many features about the planet are unknown, but scientists think small, high-speed satellites might be able to reach it within our lifetime. With some technological advancements, we might be able to finally send a probe to a world outside of our solar system. The vastness of our universe is truly awe-inspiring, and exploring its marvels lets us experience a mere moment of God's majesty. The psalmist said it best: "Our Creator is the God who counts the number of stars and calls them all by name." If He knows each individual star, how much more does He know and care for you? You, who are made in His very image. When we look up to that beautiful twinkling canvas filled with swirling galaxies, orbiting planets, and blazing stars, we can be amazed that the God of the universe knows and cares about each one of us. Look to the heavens. Witness the strength, power, and wisdom of our majestic Creator.